Oh yeah, you're right.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to VTuber Tabletop. I am your humble dungeon wizard, Meln the Magister, and welcome back for the final time. Say hi, gang.
Hi, gang.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is it, guys. How crazy is this? 2 years. Big smash. Oh my gosh. It doesn't feel like it's been 2 years, if I'm completely honest. Yeah.
It's been a shorter time in game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's only been like, I think canonically it's only been like 3 or 4 months, I think. Because of D&D time.
That is a perfect length for an adventure, I think. A few
Yeah.
months of just wrecking the world.
Yeah.
We spent a couple months and we earned a lifetime of trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a little bit more of a relaxed episode. No combat today. I do need to pull up the... If I can find it.
Pull up, Melon.
Look. Gang, gang. If I can find where it's at. Oh my god. Give me one sec. Where's the Roll20 at? Roll20. Why is it? Oh. Okay, let me... 20. Let me bring up the Roll20. So if we... I don't think we'll need to roll anything, but if we do, we'll be able to.
The DM's not in the Roll20.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to pull it up. Alright. I'm
Damn.
going to load it up now. There we are. Yes, Castonic, the final battle, the final confrontation was last week. I think it was pretty good.
It was perfect.
It was
That's awesome.
It was amazing. Didn't we feel like it was the best episode or best fight we'd had?
I think it was pretty good. You guys just
I feel
so
like
many
we said-
natural 20s. So unfair.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so if you'd like to watch the final battle, the episode is up on YouTube, episode 69. Nice.
Nice.
We are missing for Castonic, because I did see that you were, or no, it was Tips Fedora. Tips Fedora, you may notice that we're missing 6 episodes. We sadly lost some of the exports because of a fuck up on my end. But I do a bit of a recap at the beginning of episode 69, and hopefully we can release some videos that kind of recap what happened in the videos. So yeah, I think that's all from me. I do have the rebrand announcement trailer ready for the end of this episode. Announcing our new rebranded name and the projects that'll be coming up. Once again, this channel is going to be a little quiet for a while. I start a new job on Tuesday, which is pretty crazy. Mini makers should still be here on Mondays, but it will be a little while before we get any more D&D or other content up and running, just because my schedule is going to be a little bit hectic for a few weeks while I settle into this new job. But we will be back. I've got lots of stuff planned, and perhaps some IRL content. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. But that's all from me, and it's time to #plug ourselves. The one who's been here since from the very beginning, Windy.
Hi. I'm Windy. I stream on my own channel, where I play a bunch of video games, generally a lot of RPGs, and anything I find funny. And I have super duper enjoyed being here for the last 2 years, playing Dante, and being the most flammable little arsonist.
I tried my best, but it was never enough. The person who's been in every single one of my games since I started DMing, Astrid.
It's Astrid. I stream here on Twitch as well. I play a bunch of open world RPGs, and I also am a character artiste, character concept artist, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm so proud of Merlin. I didn't plan. Oh, I didn't plan to say that, but well, I mean, I did, but oh no, yeah, sorry, I got all speechy. Jeepers, like a drunk aunt at a wedding. That'll be me. But yeah, Merlin's done such a good job. Of course, I've watched him become a big DM from a baby DM, but he's also still always a baby DM.
Thanks.
Because, yeah, because you're a baby. You're a baby. But it's supposed to be plugging myself. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, if you want to come and hang out, and I promise I don't fumble over my words this often. I don't know. Maybe I'm nervous. I don't know why. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking. Okay, thank you.
Amazing. I'm going a bit of a different order. The individual that made the biggest splash in his audition game, I believe the word. What were your entry words?
It had to be it's showtime.
Oh yeah, it was. It was kicking
I
down a
kicked
door.
open the door. Yeah.
His first game of D&D ever, and he impressed me so much that I brought him onto this little show. You may plug yourself.
Yes, it is I, Yume, the one who made the aforementioned theoretical splash. I, since then, of my first game of D&D, have written 2 books for Merlin's game, and will be helping him for a lot of the future projects. But for the time being, I'm doing writing for myself on stuff that's not D&D related, but it's related to another fascination that I've had recently, thanks to Merlin again.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I play Lucifer Theodore Burns, not Bard Paladin Warlock anymore. And if what he is now comes up in the game, then you guys will see. But that's me. Thanks again for the game and for the fun 2 years.
The individual that joined us from episode 20, she's been here for 50 episodes. That's crazy. And it feels like she's been here the whole time. Yuriza.
Aw, that's so sweet. I kind of thought these plugs would turn into complimenting Merlin, so I was thinking about what to compliment Merlin on, and now I need to get this out, otherwise it's going to be stuck in my head. It's not easy to make me feel comfortable, and you managed that so well, Merlin. You make everyone so comfortable, and this was so fun to play. I don't think I've ever been as hyped for, like, a game as much as I was for Heralds. And I think that Eve reveal is gonna be my favorite DMD moment for a long time. But hi, I'm Reza. I'm gonna be playing Rowan Schmidt for the very last time. You can check out my stuff over on my channel if you want to. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good job, Merlin. You're doing
you.
really well.
No, Eve was just a masterstroke from me. Thank you, Yume, for giving me the tools to do that. And finally, our newest member. But again, she has been wonderful for every minute we've had, and I'm honestly so sad that we've only been able to have her for 18 episodes. Hilda.
Hi. I had apparently endeared myself by sending oof. I joined because I sent ooh fingers to Merlin because I had seen Heralds a bunch of times and I asked how to not be a shitty DM. And then he just asked me if I wanted to be in Crimson Skies, and then I was in that, and now I'm here. But it's been a lot of fun, and I do really enjoy, actually being here and seeing everyone interact with each other, it's a lot of fun. I love the building that they have between each other, and glad that I could be a part of it. But yeah, I'm Hilda. I also stream here on Twitch sometimes. But yeah, I play Orinala for the very last time.
Oh god, and I'm your humble dungeon wizard, Merlin the Magister. I don't know where I wanted to go with this. I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm gonna save that for the end. But this has been such an amazing this has been such an amazing experience, and having you all here has meant so much to me. And this is gonna be the first I've DM'd, quite a few campaigns at this point, and this is the one that will actually get to finish. And I'm glad it's with you guys. So thank you so much for the past 2 years. I'm doing a little bow. Thank you guys.
Aww.
Couldn't have had chosen a better group if I had tried. So yeah. So and yes, Yume does have the award for most deaths, I believe. What's it? 3?
Sure.
3 deaths?
Oh, it's definitely more than that. It's like 4 or 5.
I think it's 4.
Wait, who's actually died? I killed Dante once. That was the pride of this campaign, I think, for me. Was killing Dante.
Yeah, and then you let me undie.
Yeah, I let you live.
I don't think I've gone down, right?
Yeah, you've gone down. I don't think you've died,
definitely
though.
gone down, yeah.
I've gone down on... No. Well, not canonically explicit, no.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So, this is going to be a little bit more of a casual episode as we wrap things down. We've still got some things to do. So, our scene... I should probably recap last week's episode. Last week, our gamers delved into the forest just to the south of Clopak, a farming village on the eastern edge of Markovia, hometown of Lucy. They delve into the forest to find 3 hags that seem to be connected in some way to Orinala's dark history. They delve into the forest, and by using their unique skill sets and powers, manage to make their way through different puzzles and challenges, and a battle with a purple worm, before finally making their way to the chicken-footed hut of this hag coven. As they arrive, Eva, the lead sister, gives off a sneering vibe as her and her sisters seem to be doing some sort of ritual as Orinala approaches to take control of her demon and fulfill their dark wishes. But as they approach, the spell fails. And as they discuss what to do next, they launch themselves at Orinala and the group, and battle ensues. There was a lot of nat 20s. We have 2 paladins. Dante teleported inside the hut and set it on fire. They went down way quicker than I thought they would. Alright, I'm gonna pull up the stats from last episode. I'm gonna tell you how much HP they each had, right? You guys ready for this?
Hell yeah.
So, let me get rid of that so I can see. Okay, so Kiva had 500 HP, and Cyrene and Medea both had 300 each.
Yeet.
Not bad. That's 100 more than the Goddess of Fate, right?
Yep, and you guys cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
That's such a shame.
Oh no.
They make their way back after destroying these hags, truly. They make their way back to Lucy's childhood home, where they have a bit of a slumber party. Some discoveries are made, and the gang bed down for a nice sleep. The following morning, you guys hear roosters in the morning, waking you up. Lucy, you're very, growing up here, you're pretty used to what that means. And kind of out of habit, even though you haven't been at home for a long time now, you kind of almost instinctually go to put on your, your farming gear to go downstairs before you realize, oh, wait, I don't work on the farm anymore. And as everyone begins to wake up, all of you are sleeping in Lucy's room. Lucy's on his bed, and the rest of you are kind of all spread out on the floor, cuddled up with blankets and whatnot. Dante, you don't sleep. And as the sun begins to crest, it's obviously deep in the winter at this point. As the sun begins to rise and the moon begins to set, you kind of look out over the horizon from Lucy's window, and you can see both of them kind of sat both on the horizon, almost looking at each other. And as you see that, the seed, that silver seed that you guys have picked up, begins to kind of exits the bag of holding by itself and begins to just very silently float in the center of the room, shining.
Can I poke it?
Sure. You walk up to
Is
it.
only Dante saying this? We're all asleep, right?
Yeah, you guys are all asleep. Dante doesn't sleep, so he just sees this happen. You walk up to it and you poke it. When you poke it, it sounds like almost metallic, and you hear like a dink as you poke it. It kind of almost like orbiting. You kind of poke it and it kind of moves a little bit before recentering in the middle of the room.
That's not. I don't think that's very good. I think that's quite worrying. Yeah, who'd be like the nearest sleeping person?
All of them are kind of around you. It's kind of your choice for who you want to wake up.
Ah. Hey, I don't know who'd be best to wake up. We don't really have any super mage specialists.
Yep.
At this point, it's kind of just waking someone up to say, look, instead of what's going on.
Yep. You do know that this is a moon seed.
Yeah.
So Orinala would probably be the best bet.
I would probably wake Ori.
Okay. You wander over to the corner where she's kind of curled up, like a dog. You can see her stand, her hyena demon Raskos. He's kind of very, very transparent. You can barely see his outline. But you can see him chilling. You can see he's got some tiny little glasses on, and you can see him flipping through a translucent book. And you can see him kind of reading. He wets his finger and turns a page, and he kind of looks up, and he kind of very silently just disappears.
Grandpa Raskos.
I mean, even a demon should have a hobby. But yeah, I'll very gently try and nudge Ornella until she wakes up. Sorry, Ornella. The seed started floating, and I thought someone should take a look at it with me.
Oh, okay. I sniff it.
It smells like a mix of earthy and metallic.
Seeds don't normally smell like metal.
Yeah, I poked it, and it sounded metallic, so I think it is somehow a metal seed.
Okay.
Do you think it's like safe to just let it hang here?
I mean, I don't think it's drawing any power. I hold my little ball that is just there, and I hold it next to the seed, and I shake the ball.
You shake the ball, and you know the stars that kind of reflect from it, kind of reconfigure, and it says like path unsure.
It's a magic
It's a
8 ball.
magic 8 ball.
Magic star ball.
Well, now it is, apparently. It says it doesn't know.
All right then.
Didn't you say that the thing yesterday said that it could heal stuff? Or maybe it's on like a time limit since we set it free.
Oh. Yeah. It could be restricted like that, maybe. I'm not too familiar with moon tree seeds. But in case it's, you know, a limited thing, I guess we should think about how we want to use it.
Well, you said that you've used a sun tree seed in the past to make Miss Emma's thing more fancy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's up to you. You guys broke the thing.
I mean the book that I found in the hut did state that maybe we could use it to help you, and in that case it's also, you know, up to you.
Well, I don't know. I took the eyes from the witches, but I still can't see out of them.
I'm not too sure what the scope of this magic is like, but maybe it can make your eyes work. Maybe it can give you your memories back. Maybe both.
Well, I think it'd be cool to have my eyes back. I'd like
Yeah.
to see what my friends look like.
If you want it, we can try and do it. I need to reread the book. I don't want to make mistakes in this.
Should we ask the others about what to do with it first?
That would be a
Assuming
good
that it
idea.
is a time limit, because I don't want to accidentally plant a moon tree in Mr. Lucy's room.
Yeah.
I think his mom would get mad.
Oh, I'm sure she would. I think everyone would agree to use the seed for you, but we should ask them just to be safe.
Oh, okay.
Could you maybe yeah, like carefully get them, and I'll start skimming the book to see what we might need.
You know when dogs like aggressively push like their owners to wake them up?
Yeah.
That's immediately what I was thinking to do to just everybody.
Amazing.
Just
You
with your
go
forehead.
around. You begin, like, you know, nudging people and waking them up. All of you feel, you know, are very quickly awoken by Orinala violently shaking you and, like, you know, poking at you with her head.
Wake up! Wake up!
Jesus.
Mm.
Wake up!
Ori? What's up? I immediately grab my sword.
The seed!
dead.
The seed is floating!
Oh, seed is.
It's an alarm clock!
What?
Am I dreaming? What the fuck is going on?
No, you're not dreaming. I can smell it. It smells like it's floating.
Alright. Alright, did you get into the dragon grass?
No, I've never had dragon grass. I don't know why you would assume such a thing. I never
Literally
in
anything
my
you see.
nothing in my. I can't see. How many times do we have to do this?
Metaphorically.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? It's floating. We wanted to consult with the Vort before we tried to do anything. We think that it might be a time limit before it takes root in Mr. Lucy's room. And then his mom will beat our asses.
Oh, okay, hold on. And I'll like finally just convince myself to like sit up, squint my eyes, and rub my face to just wake myself up. Now? It's certainly in the air.
It's certainly floating.
Congratulations, Einstein. Do you want a medal?
Einstein.
Don't mind me. I'm making stuff up.
Whatever. Yeah, I agree. We should probably plan one, get it out of the house in case, like you said, it might take root or something. Yeah, I don't know. Guide is out? I don't know. Otherwise, a tree could go straight through this building. I'm not sure.
Have you touched it already?
Mr. Dante said he poked it.
Anything
Did it
happened?
move? Can you move it?
I don't know. I try to push it.
When you make contact with it, Orinala, you get no, nothing bad. You get a flash of like a sudden onrush of like images and sounds and sights, all of which seem familiar, but you don't think you've seen before. Not that you can remember.
No, it's spicy. No, it's spicy. I turn back around and I run behind MF. 'Cause I don't like it. It's spicy.
Okay. You don't
Dante,
have to.
you're flicking through the book, and you find the part where it mentions the healing bit. So you flick straight to it. And it basically says that these objects don't have a discernible like pattern to how they are used, and each person is differently. Sometimes they need to have like a experienced healer or something kind of guide a ritual, and other times they just like hold it for a bit and then they go into a meditation. Like it's different for everyone, and depends on their kind of how they are, basically. Sometimes they don't work at all.
What a useful book. But yes. I guess I'll close the book and turn my attention to the party again. The book was less helpful than I was expecting. Also, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. So we were thinking that because the seed is being weird, we just use it to help Orinala. Is that all right?
Yeah. I think.
Poor
But we wanted to wake you guys up so that we could confirm that you guys didn't have like a special weapon that you wanted to use it on.
We didn't want to be inconsiderate.
Aww.
Yeah.
Be nice
Like-
that you'd think to ask.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm overpowered as fuck, so you know, not to brag, don't need it, but I'm sorry. No, no, you seems you'd need it definitely way more, unless you guys have some reason that we never knew about that you want to reveal or something.
No, just is it safe for Ori? We know it can enhance a weapon, but can you use this on people?
Yeah, this book, that I got from the hut,
Oh,
it states that we can use, objects like these to heal wounds and, issues that can't normally be healed through magic.
wow.
Is the
And-
book
A lot.
credible source? We need to find all the authors on the back and their names. First names.
And I have to take a trip to the library.
Do you look for the name of the person who wrote it?
Sure, yeah.
Sure. You flip to the front to where, like, you know, all of the, you know, the where it was published and stuff.
Yeah, Restoration by Frost.
Yeah. So you see that it was published in the Avalonia in Liu Pai specifically. It was printed. It was printed about 120 years ago. It says 1 of 50. And the author is a little someone called Sir Robert the Bold.
Oh, well, that's a credible source if I ever saw one. Yeah, I think we can trust Sir Robert on this.
All right. Well, as Ori said, let's try and take it outside before we use it, because I saw Lucy's mom be mad at him, and I really never want that energy directed at me. I don't think I would survive that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm thinking Dante, like, unties the bit of the poncho he has on his wrist to, like, indirectly grab it
Sure.
and, like, move the seed without touching it.
Cool. Yeah, you grab it, and you get a little bit of pushback, but not much. Like, not enough to where you can't move it. So you take it outside. All of you follow Dante into the cold morning. You can see that there's a small, fresh layer of snow that fell during the evening.
Frost.
And you bring it outside.
So, the book doesn't actually say what to do from here on. It just kind of says mess around and find out, more or less.
Well, when I did touch it, I did start getting stuff. Should I just hold it for longer then?
Can you do that? Like, it's not too uncomfortable or anything?
Not physically, but it was a lot.
Maybe we can grind it down into like a powder and just take
Not
small
it.
doses of it. Yeah, micro dosing the moon seeds.
Oh no, it's okay. I think I can handle it.
Okay, and if it doesn't work, or if you have to stop, that's all right. We'll be here for you.
Okay.
And like, I hand it to Orinala.
I'll grab it with both hands.
Okay. You grab it with both hands, and you are all of a sudden just engrossed in just visions, memories flooding back. From in between her bandages, all of you can see the scars that are just, covering her body slowly begin to fade. Not completely gone, but fading enough to where you'd have to really look for them. You see her hair kind of, which is all scraggly and a lot of it, kind of very dull, begins to shine up. Her cheeks become a bit more rosy. Orinala, as you are gripping this seed, you kind of instinctually, shut your eyes even though you can't see, and kind of wince in pain as all of this emotion, all of these memories flood back into you. And you kind of hold it, and you can feel it kind of crumble in your hands. And you kind of, all of a sudden the visions stop, the memories fade, you can't remember what they were saying. And as you kind of, with your blind sense, look down and open your hands, you can see that there's like a smaller, because a moon seed is like fist-sized. You can see there's a small little, almost like nut-sized thing left. And it smells like sugar and cinnamon.
To put it right up to my face.
Mm-hmm.
It just smells like a snack.
Yeah, it smells like a snack.
I eat it.
You chuck the small nut-sized thing into your mouth, begin chewing. It tastes delicious.
Ooh.
And as you swallow, all of these memories that you felt flooding back, all of a sudden, all at once, flood back into you. And you remember a happy childhood running through the cotton fields of Clopock. You remember a mother and a father, who, as you're having these visions slowly come back into focus, you see a dark forest where you skipping towards the forest, following a small bunny rabbit that seems to be running down. You're kind of like chasing it. Before all of a sudden you're stood by a stream that, is, a small stream flowing through the forest. But it all of a sudden gets dark. And as you're looking around, realizing you're lost, you see a long, clawed hand reach around a tree. And the rest of your memories flood back. Memories of being strapped to a table and experimented on and tortured. Countless individuals standing over you. Just fear and just confusion running through your body. Until in this fear and confusion, as you're huddled at the back of a cage throughout this traumatic experience, you hear a voice. I will protect you. And all of a sudden you look down and see your hands elongate, become longer, grow into claws. You can feel your ears become longer, your hearing sharper, your sense of smell returned, your eyes long gone at this point. But you feel stronger and you feel protected. And in a moment of, what better word than opportunity, you make a run for it. You fight off your captors and flee from this hell that you were trapped in. And shortly after, running into a group of 4 what would become friends, and your memories catch up to the present. And as you kind of revel in these memories for a bit, the faces come back into focus. And the face of a woman in grey and purple monk robes, with blue eyes, comes sharply into focus suddenly, and all of you kind of notice as Orinala is just standing here after eating this seed. All of you look as over the hill, you know, kind of hands in her pockets. A monk in grey and purple robes is kind of walking down towards you guys just to come see how you're holding up after the previous day. Orinala, all of a sudden you are shoved back into the present. Your eyes firmly shut closed as the pain in your, you know, body subsides. You stand up, you open your eyes, and you can see the backside of bandages.
I take them off.
You take off the bandages, and very, very bright lights all around you. And you kind of blink a couple times and rub your eyes as you can see all of your friends in front of you for the first time.
Ah! I run up to whoever's like closest and I like put my hands on their face.
I'd imagine Dante, because he was kind of helping this whole thing. You run up to Dante and you can feel his wooden skin.
I just hands on the side of the face, like looking, well, probably like uncomfortably close, but like staring at every single feature of his face and like turning his head to make sure I can see the hair and then touching it, and same with the horns. You have such pretty eyes, Mr. Dante.
I think Dante like blushes a lot. Thank you.
I can see you.
I'm really glad it worked. Are you feeling good? Healthy?
She's probably crying. I do feel fine.
I think seeing her crying, Dante takes like half a step forward and hugs her.
I didn't know that crying made my vision go all weird.
There's I think there's a lot to relearn about sight now.
Do I remember my name?
You do, yes. It's a very faint memory because you were very, very young. And I'm trying to find it, but I don't think I wrote down.
Is it Ellie?
It is Ellie. That's it.
Yeah, sure. My name's Ellie.
So, yeah, so you are, what was her name again?
Ellie.
No, the other one.
Clarice.
Clarice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Clarice is still
So
walking
you-
down the hill. She's not here yet.
But Ellie has these like bright blue eyes, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go around to the others too and make
Cool.
sure that I get a good look at their faces and their features.
You grab onto Rowan's horns.
I drag her down to my face level.
Oh God!
She's surprisingly
Sorry.
strong.
Careful! Don't poke
Sorry.
yourself.
It's okay. I can see now, so I make sure not to poke myself.
Okay.
But I give her like a couple like gentle pats on the cheeks. Say, oh,
Aww.
very nice. And I give her a pat on the forehead that I bone, like, you know, the fin, noggin, dude. Just a light little headbutt with a good bonk sound.
I almost start crying. I'm like so emotional.
I see you, Miss Rowan.
Aww. I'm happy to hear that. I'm so glad it worked. I also give you a quick little hug and I squeeze you.
I just got my eyes back. Please don't squeeze them out of me.
I'm sorry, your eyes are beautiful.
There you go. So are yours.
Oh, thank you. Look at Emeth's.
I run up to Emeth. You talked about these so much. I'm glad to see what they look like. And I pat on your boobs.
Oh, they're pretty cool, aren't they?
You got some nice tots.
Oh, look at you. You're beautiful.
But look at you. I get to see your crown now. I get to see your eyes and your hair and your cheeks.
Yes. Oh, Emma's kind of just kind of just like this like loving shock, just like the whole time just looking at her in awe, just like we just watched someone get their vision back, you know, like kind of realizing like, oh my god, this is such like a moment.
Like I don't know, like I feel like her eyes are like super super big and just staring.
Yeah, they're anime
God.
eyes. They're anime eyes, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'll run over to Lucy and do the same thing. Just pats on the cheeks.
He says, well, the cool thing about seeing now is you can do stuff like this. And then he makes a really silly face.
You have to teach me how to do that sometime.
Yeah. Can I like not mirror image? Use minor illusion to like make her see her own face, like a mirror sometime.
Sure, that's cool.
Yeah, get a look for yourself.
Oh, I look into the mirror and I puff out my cheeks and go cross-eyed.
Yeah, that's what you look like.
That's a good one?
Yes, perfect. I can teach you like 500 more.
Oh, awesome. I pat my own cheeks in the mirror. Oh.
And in the
blink
mirror,
furiously.
as you're blinking, as you're kind of looking in the mirror, you can see in the reflection behind you a woman walking, about to reach you, about to reach the group, in grey and purple monk robes.
It's been, Mr. Lucy, it's been a while. I don't think it's appropriate to just go up and scream mama, right?
No, you can do that. There's no rules around it.
Okay. I run up to Clarice.
You run up to her and she kind of looks a bit shocked and she's kind of blinking for a second, but as you look into her eyes, she kind of like tilts her head and her eyes widen.
I remember now.
Wait,
Mom.
I was trying to remember. She's American, right? Yeah. I always forget the accents, man. What? I can't believe this is happening. Ellie? She like looks into your eyes.
Give her a big grin and I nod furiously.
She scoops you up in a big hug. And kind of spins you around and, you know, buries her head into your shoulder. She says, I thought I lost you. Like, after all this time. And she just kind of, you know, puts you down and, you know, hands on, you know, your shoulders.
To be fair, I was lost for a very long time.
You can see tears running down her face and she nods.
I'm glad that you waited for me.
She takes your hand and she says, I was never gonna leave without you.
Mm-hmm. now. We got it. We got it.
She begins doing a little dance as you kind of like, sing that little "We did it." And she says to you, if you'd like to see your dad, we can go on a bit of a trip. He went back to the monastery to see if we could get any help looking for these missing children. We can go see him if you'd like.
I would like to do that. But when can my friends come?
She nods and she says, "Of course, if they have nothing else they're up to. It's a bit of a trek."
I'll go ask them. And I run off.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's easier if you just come over here and then we can all talk together.
Yeah, I think that'd be more
running back and
appropriate
forth.
now that I'm your... Jeez. And she just, follows you over.
Yeah. Okay, so, long story short, I have a dad and a mom, which is pretty pog.
I love this game so much.
Do you guys want to come meet my dad?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I think, honestly, it's surprising to say that I don't think we have anything booked in the lines of destroying world-ending creatures and such, so...
Oh.
Sycamore's currently handling the Pentican affairs excellently, I must say. As I'm reading, like, I pack away a letter as if I haven't been reading it just now.
And I think it's probably a good idea that he keeps doing that. I have a bad feeling that he tried to fuck my parents too.
Wait, I have all my memories back. Why am I still talking like that?
That's true.
Yeah,
Old
that's
habits
kind
die
of
hard.
weird.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm Ellie. Hello, everybody. I'm 23.
What?
Whiplash.
What? Holy shit.
And I'm still gonna keep talking like this. It's fun.
Yeah.
Talk however you wish.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to finally meet you, Ellie.
It's nice to finally see you.
Quick question. Do you still have a craving for your flesh?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
You can see Clarice kind of nods and she says, "Yeah, it runs in the family a little bit."
Are you a
I'm gonna choose
werewolf?
not. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, maybe your dad's a shifter of some type.
Dad's just a wolf.
Oh my god.
Is that just a dog?
Oh my god.
And she just says,
Furry?
she just says, yeah, your dad comes from, kind of a long line of, well, they don't like the term werewolf, but, yeah, kind of were people. They come in all, shapes and sizes, and she kind of, like, looks at you, and she says, judging from your demon friend, I'm guessing you picked up some of the more hyena type, shifting tendencies. Yeah, but your dad's kind of more of like a bear kind of deal. Very hairy.
Oh. Okay. No comment.
Oh, she kind of looks and she's like, "Oh, sorry, that was a bit too much information. I'll give you guys some time to relax. My house is on the other side of town. If you want to come see me." And she gives you a little peck on the cheek and kind of waddles away, like looking behind her, her constantly to make sure you're still there.
When she stands back up, I give a little hop to kiss her on the cheek too.
Aw. She's wandering off back home. She just says to you, I'm gonna go pack. Don't feel like you're in any rush though. As much time as you need.
Okay. Mm-hmm. As soon as she's gone, I gotta ask Emma, like, do you think my mom fucked my dad while he was a bear?
I'm gonna take a long stare into her
I also
eyes.
stare
which
at
is fun to
Emma,
say.
Don't be responsible.
No, like I've got like one hand, like it's kind of like a fist over my mouth, just like I look like I'm about to say some bullshit.
That sounds
No.
like a conversation. Sorry.
I don't want to have that conversation with my mom.
No, yeah, I think it's a good idea that someone other than her parents tell her. I don't. Could you imagine someone asking this at the dinner table? Come on.
I could definitely see Sycamore explaining it in detail over some steak. Yes.
Yes, that's
maybe my
explaining.
family
But
isn't
you
fine.
certainly wouldn't ask it, would you?
No.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying it's genetically. I don't know if it would be possible to consent during that. I'm
My gosh.
I'm pretty sure were people still come when they're in their were form.
Oh no, yeah, no. That's not
would
the
it-
question.
would
I'm
it-
saying whether or not it would
would the-
actually, quote unquote, impregnate your mother.
Would
Don't know
the
if it
cum
would
be
actually
different?
work.
My God.
Well, genetic. Well, of course, everyone has.
I'm about to cast
No,
silence
but
on this whole group right
No,
now.
but I mean, like, is bear cum different than?
Oh my God.
And
Like,
slowly the volume decreases
yeah,
from this
yeah.
scene as we zoom out over the frosty winter countryside of Clopak.
It's like a song. It's like when a song fades, and right before it goes silent, when you crank the volume up really loud to hear what the quiet bit is, it's just some really fucked up shit. Emmett's like, "Oh yeah, I remember this one time."
Yeah. We zoom back in about 3 weeks later, after the gang and everyone go on a bit of a road trip. Clarice hires a wagon and some horses. And you guys basically go through kind of a victory lap of all of the towns you went through originally. You make your way back through Vinograd, back towards Steniboga, the huge, gigantic walled city at the very edge between the Awa Republic and Markovia. You make your way down past the Pego Fort. You pop in and see some of your war buddies. Emeth, you see the guy who literally died under your command and then was brought back to life. You can see him walking through town with his little girl. And she waves at you as you all make your way through town. You make your way past the Sapphire Swamp, where Lucy made, well, he had a decision made for him by being too dumb to resist the effects of the spell. And you make your way around past the... I actually need to pull up the map for this. Holy moly.
Shit.
What? Who's this? A map? Past Khazad-Mor, the dwarven city, the only dwarven city on the continent of Almaz, into, for you guys seeing for the very first time, the nation of Gwendane. You make your way past the kind of like outpost city of Kai, like a trading town with lots of sellers and merchants. Many of you see hobgoblins for the first time, tall red humanoids with kind of slender frames, all heavily armored in the material that you guys saw, the material made of the chains you guys saw. This dark,
I'm vibrating.
Yeah. This dark, almost like dull gray kind of shape, and it doesn't appear to jingle and jangle like your metal armor does, Rowan. It kind of makes dull thuds that don't make as much sound as metal armor does. You make your way north, past the cities of Tintage and Camelor, into the city, into the mountain range that divides this continent. Making your way up through the mountains, first through these kind of waterlogged. Oh no, that's waterlogged isn't the right word. Water-filled caves and chasms where you have monk guides lead you through, kind of taking you through the parts of the cave that have been, excavated and that you can barely kind of, hold your head above the water and breathe as you make your way through. Up to the tops of the mountains where you feel the cold winds and snows kind of whip past you. And to the monastery that is held aloft by various ropes across literally 4 mountaintops. Like the very tops of the mountaintop, the very tops of these mountains have huge ropes made of some strange material that kind of all connect together and are woven like a spider web, with literally a monastery built on top, hung above this chasm in between these mountains. And you guys make your way in. We see many hobgoblins, the Gwen, as well as little goblin folk for the first time. You guys haven't seen any goblins except for Aoife, for the few of you who started at the beginning of the campaign. Although these seem to be of a different subtype of goblin. They have dark, almost like lime green skin, and tend to be a bit more pudgier and a bit more full-bodied. But all of them appear to be wearing full, sets of armor that people of their size should not be able to kind of walk around comfortably in. But they seem fine. You make your way in and you begin to see people of all walks of life. You see Norns, red-skinned tieflings. You see humans. You see a couple of halflings. And you make your way into this large building in the center, where you see many, many monks kind of walking around. As you guys walk on this monastery, it kind of bounces a little bit like you're on a trampoline, and it's very odd and very strange thing to get used to. And as you walk into this big building, you can see that there's a grouping of 3 or 4 monks, all in, various stages of kind of discussion. You can see that 3 of them are kind of sat down very casually flipping through books, and you can see that there's another one who's kind of got a whiteboard, and you can see it'd be a blackboard, where he's kind of writing with chalk and outlining different things. And Arinala, you see a dark-haired human man, rather short, maybe 5 foot. For those of you native to Markovia or familiar with it, you'd recognize this person as a cragman. The native people to the north of Almaz. And you can see he's maybe 5'1", much more similar in height to Arinala than she is to her mum. Clarice is pretty tall, by the way. She's 5'11", 6 foot.
Oh.
And you can see that he kind of walks over and he looks at Clarice and back at Ellie, and he just rushes over and gives her a big hug. And he says, I never thought I'd see you again.
Whoa! I never thought I'd see you again. I didn't even remember you until 3 weeks ago.
It is wonderful to have you back in my arms. And he takes you into a big hug and grips you tightly.
I try to match him.
And as you kind of grip each other, almost like a who can grip harder, he kind of looks at you and he kind of grabs your upper lip and looks, and he's like, "Oh, your shifting powers seem to have come in nicely. What form did you get?"
You got hyena. Wah.
He looks at you and he looks with such proud demeanor. He says, "What a wonderful form for a young woman such as yourself."
Yeah, And I got a new friend with it too.
Do you summon your
And
stand?
I summoned my stands.
You can hear gasps from all of the other monks in the room as you summon this, 7-foot flaming hyena demon behind you. And then it goes from gasps of shock to ooh, and you can see all of them whip out like notebooks and begin like taking notes, and they're all kind of like walking around you.
I start shadow boxing.
Oh, that's awesome. Your dad says, "How wonderful!" And he looks up and he says, "I must assume that you are the one who kept my daughter safe." And Raskos, as you're shadowboxing, as you kind of finish like a set, he crosses his arms and gives like a curt nod, like "Yes, sir." So, Arinala, as you are reunited with your family, oh right, your dad's name. That's probably important. He is. Give me 1 second while I pull up names.
Second, while I just.
Oh, that's a good one, Garrick.
Okay.
And as you are reunited with your family, eventually, although this is not where you will be permanently, you settle in to kind of reconnect with your family and spend some time. Rowan, you do get an urgent message from Sycamore telling you to come back, that some dignitaries have arrived from various nations and need to be greeted properly.
Oh, yeah.
Dante,
Yeah.
you take the Emeth and Rowan down to, you can see that they've got a moon tree that is growing at the center of town, and you guys realize that this city is grown from roots that spread to the other mountaintops. It's not actually rope. Where you can transport back Emeth and Rowan. Dante, are you going with them? Lucy, are you going with them, or are you guys gonna go off separately from here?
I'm going with.
All right, Lucy.
Is there any business that you guys will need me for over there?
I mean, it's not exactly easy bringing up birthing a new fucking nation, so we always, I suppose, will need all the help we can get. And I'll grab Rowan's hand when I say that. But you look like there's, I don't know, if you have stuff to do, if you're busy, if there's a fourth sister that you've been smashing behind our back or something, then
It's in the life.
I was about to say.
and I'm just like, I have to like calm Rowan down. No, I'm sorry, she's dead. But we'll take all the help we can get. Only, if you'd like to join us. But I mean, miss, you don't like being told what to do, and up to you, friend.
Yeah. Well, don't know if I have very much to offer in terms of building up nations. In fact, I might do the opposite and doom yours to fail. So I guess I appreciate the offer, but maybe I'll stick back home for a while. Has been 6 or 7 years since I saw my family, and I'm sure my little brother is all grown up by now, so.
No, of course, you. No, yeah. You should stay and say hi to your family. It's been a fuck ton of time, so yeah, no rush, of course. And the thing of you trying to overthrow, doom it to fail. I'd like to see you try.
Don't tempt me. But one last thing before I go. Can I measure your arm? If you don't mind.
Sure.
I think he's making you a friendship bracelet.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh. Does it matter which? No.
Specifically your robot arm.
Oh, yeah.
He's making you a friendship arm.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Sure, here you go.
Yeah. And if someone were to ask you what your favorite colors were, what would they be?
Some of my favorite colors.
Yeah.
Definitely red and gold, I think.
Cool.
You know, not like the sickening like yellow, but more of like a rich, mustardy gold.
I see. Yeah.
Always thought it was a pretty combo.
Awesome. Yep. That's all I needed to know. Yep.
Very inconspicuous. Okay.
Yeah. Just asking for a friend, so.
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah. I guess I'll see you guys on the other side, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, see you around.
On the other side of a prison cell if you don't behave. Again.
That would be funny, wouldn't it? So you're awake.
Dante, Queen, Dante,
You're
Emmett,
finally awake.
Dante, Emmett. You both get flashbacks to Matif's like fury the last time Lucy got locked up.
Well, that was actually the second time with meeting Rowan. The first time I didn't meet. The first time Lucy went to jail, I didn't.
Something really tells me you're not helping your own case here.
Oh, I wasn't trying to. I know what I've done.
I know what I've done. So, Dante, you lead Emmeth and Rowan back through this moon tree, back to Castle Pentica. Lucy, you stay behind and depart back home on the 3-week journey home. Clarice gives you the wagon and the horses to kind of return back to the place you rented them from. She gives you the keys. And you make your journey back up there. Emmeth, as you and Rowan arrive, Rowan and Dante arrive, you can see that there are dignitaries from Mercatia, the southernmost nation that you guys are aware of. You can see that there are 3 human individuals with dark skin, kind of various hairstyles. You can see that the main one that seems to be leading the other 2 has an extremely large afro that's kind of like circled with like a golden like band of some kind. They're wearing all sorts of greens and golds, and they kind of wander over to you guys as Emmeth, you guys quickly run inside, get Emmeth dressed into her her fancy royal clothes, and you make your way back downstairs. where you can see Sycamore is very like, you can see he's like sweating, which is weird because demons don't sweat, but you can see him like sweating fire as he's trying to keep the conversation going, giving you guys enough time to get there and get ready. And finally, exasperated, he says, "Oh yeah, and, here we go, the Our Lady of the Hour," and he kind of very, curtly bows. Sycamore does not bow, but he does in this instance in front of, important individuals. Bows and kind of waves over. And Rowan and Emeth, you take on your first kind of like official visit, and give the dignitaries a tour of the city.
I like try to definitely have to take note that that I don't need to bash these people up.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking about like those other people who be like, "Are you a queen?" I just want to rip them apart a little. So, my first instinct, I'm just like, "Oh no, now we good."
And basically, they're looking for basically like a new trading partner. They haven't really, from what they tell you, they haven't communicated much with the northern nations, what they call the northern nations, which is anything north of Mercatia. And they're looking for a trading partner, and they'd heard about this new queen that had just been coronated and come basically to say hi and like to extend a hand of friendship. And you begin that discussion. Dante, you make your way into the fields after you drop off Emeth and Rowan. You kind of don your little, your official advisor outfit, which is super loose fitting because it's basically been cut from like a normal sized person's like outfit. They haven't had time to make like actual halfling sized like clothes yet, so they just hand you basically like an oversized shirt with like a little badge and some pants that you kind of look at the pants and you just keep your old pants on. And you attach your little badge to your suspenders. And kind of begin walking along the fields, helping out the farmers that have begun sowing. Because of how far south Pentica is, the winter doesn't hit very harshly here. So you can see that already the people in the region are beginning to basically sow seeds for the spring. And you begin helping out, casting some spells, basically getting it. You're already like, you get one field like fully grown. And people are like, "Oh my gosh, like, this person, like, they made a field's worth of food from nothing in a single day." Like, you basically turn into halfling Jesus. Lucy, you venture home to spend some time with your mum. Your dad also comes back from a long trip, and you kind of reconnect with him. Your brother, who had gone on to study wizardry, up in the city at Ashkeep, comes back and you have a big conversation. You talk a lot about your adventures and you dying. Every time you mention, every time you die, your mum hits you, like slaps you across the face. And she just says to you, "How dare you die and not come give your mother some information." Orinala, you hang out at the monastery for a bit, with your family, for a couple weeks, couple months, before you decide to follow your calling and venture outside of the monastery. Her son died, and he didn't tell her. He came back to life. She's allowed to beat him up a little bit.
You can't slap your son across the face.
Yeah,
that is not okay.
But just for the lawyers listening, it's not okay. She's not hurting him. It's just a little tap, a little love tap. Anyways,
never the answer, except when it is.
So, before we go to the time skip, is there anything else anyone would like to do? Anything else you'd like to do? Are we good to begin?
I don't know, prank call some like really big, like famous, like important politicians.
Prank call Bushra.
Yeah. So
Yes, yeah.
There's things I'd like to work on and start, if that's what you're asking.
sure. What would you like to begin before we get to the full 5 years?
There was
Oh,
a.
I forgot
named
to do a thing. Sorry, one thing. Dante, as you're leading Emeth and Rowan through the portal back out to Pentika, as you kind of reach the other side, you see a shape kind of like sprinting across the lawns out the front of Castle Pentika, and you just see a figure with a white dress, wielding 2 swords, leap through the portal just as it's closing, and Lucy, you see Eve reach the other side, emerge from the portal, and she says, "Don't you dare think you would leave me for any more time." And she kind of like sheathes her blades because it's inefficient to run with blades hanging from you. She sheathes them back, and she just says, "So where are we going?" And then, sorry, yes, you want to go talk to Hanzo?
Yeah, and tell him, hey, look, I don't have much money at the moment. I've been gone for a while, but can I commission you to do another arm? And I pull out like a measurements and a design that's probably drawn up by Eve.
You make your way over to Liu Pai, the metropolis of Iruvian. You go up to Hanzo, the green-skinned, big-eyed frog folk, the Frosco. And because this is the voice I gave him in a game I did a few weeks ago, here we go. Yo, man, yeah, I can do that for you. Just one arm with these measurements. Easy peasy. Easy, no problems, my man. No problems.
All right, yeah. I swear on my life I'll pay you back.
He nods at you and he just says, yeah, you're a trustworthy individual.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'll kill you.
You and everyone else seems to want to do so, so you'll have to get in line on so. But thank you.
Yeah, no problems. I'll be in the space behind your mom.
Can you send it to this address, and then I'll just put down Royal Castle of Pentika.
Yeah.
The Queen.
Yeah,
That's it.
100%. The postcode 6969.
Yeah. And then and then I'll be just spending time with the fam.
Cool. You introduce Eve to your mother for the first time?
Oh damn. It's probably sweating bullets.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you know, your mother welcomes her with the warmest arms. And as she's kind of meeting the rest of your family, your mom comes over and she's like, "Y'all were engaged and I didn't get to meet her? I don't care what the situation is now, but that you didn't even tell me, mister."
Yeah, well, kind of ended up weird where I asked her, but then I lost her. It's a long story. It's another one I can tell at the dinner table.
She just shakes her head and walks away, and she just says, "All right, I'm gonna go get everyone some lemonade."
Welcome to the family.
She just gives you
You're
the biggest
giving this
grin.
woman trauma.
Yeah, we'll tell her the stories one bit at a time, I think.
So, you do that. Anything else, anyone? Are we good to get to the time jump?
I'm good to jump.
We're good to jump?
We're good to jump.
All right.
I'm good.
Let me get some music up.
Oh?
Hold on. You gotta bear with me. I've got a surprise. But not a surprise, but as I always say, Choto Mate. That rhymes. Pretty lit.
It rhymes if you're an Australian.
You shut the fuck up. Rhymes. It rhymes. It rhymes. It rhymes.
Rhymes.
Piping Jesus, not piping
And actually, yeah,
cheese.
let me go to Discord reactive images so I can change Orinella.
Oh, whoa. Ah.
Was gonna say use that.
Oh, Windy, I just saw the picture. Oh,
Look at the little guy.
give me 1 sec. Hold, stay with me, y'all. I just need to log in because apparently it doesn't want to just save my login details.
Tyvin says, did something happen to the mics?
Oh,
Yeah?
All of them?
Nani?
Did something happen?
Are we good? Can chat hear me? Hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear all of us.
Everything sounds fine.
Oh, you guys are on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, Pog.
Yeah.
I'm Poggy.
We all sound pretty normal.
Yeah, I think so too.
There we are. Sorry, Astrid, you were doing something?
Yeah.
Should we wait for it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Talk about your emotions. Or something.
Guys.
Trust me.
Guys. How crazy is this game? Am I right?
It's very crazy.
Yeah. The only episode where actually, I think we've had other episodes where we've talked about stuff worse than Bear Cum.
I think that's correct.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry.
it's okay. We had one episode about a giant dick.
That is true.
I'm just confused if the outcome would be different if, like, someone was in were-person form versus if they were just in regular person form.
And it
Mm.
depends
You're
how much
asking
they
the right
change.
questions.
Like,
Yeah.
their balls
Maybe
can
the fact
change.
that you're a hyena proves that he was not a bear at the point of conception.
But humans
Okay,
don't make hyenas either.
Yeah, it
Did not mean
seems-
for the
I-
Yeah, but
Seems fine on my end. the
You know,
stream.
you brought up valid points, alright?
Rather not think about it.
Well,
I've
you're
already,
thinking about it.
I'm already
We need
traumatized by the
everyone
dolphin
to think
story.
Don't talk
And
about
we're
it.
going dangerously back to that.
No, we're not.
What would is Ornella staying with her family?
For a little bit.
Okay,
Trust me, I've got everything set up in my little descriptions.
because I
No.
wasn't sure if she was staying at, or if her house was in Klopak or in the new place I went to.
The
Oh,
monastery?
so yeah, so his so Orinella's oh my gosh, yeah. I'm just gonna call you Orinella. Your name is Ellie, but
Yeah,
Orinella.
that's fine.
The early. I should have called your dad Joel. Anyways, that's my bad.
On the nose.
That would have been too
I don't
hard.
get it.
Last of Us. The Last of Us.
Oh.
but yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, yeah, so he went back to the monastery to kind of like drum up support, and try and figure out what was going on. He was kind of teaching a lesson just to like, you know, because you know he can't study like 100% of the time. So he was kind of doing some teaching. But no, they live in Klopok. He was just going back to the Oh my god, this is amazing. Alright, is everyone's buttholes prepared?
So ready.
Puckered and
Brushed and
prepped.
lubricated.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Too much detail.
Alright,
It's for optimal aerodynamics.
we're gonna start
Yeah.
with Astrid. So if everyone would like to watch the stream,
Okay. Oh! She's an
Ooh. Look at that.
Then we'll go
Look at that
with
crown. What a crown.
Rowan.
I need to up my quality for this. Oh my god, look at oh! Oh my god, look at Emmett's
Ooh.
crown. It's so pretty.
Then we will
Oh
go
my
with
gosh. We have the same crystals!
the crystals.
Fuck yeah!
The crystals.
Then we'll go with Dante, who I think is possibly my favorite.
Oh!
That's adorable.
Look at them!
Very fancy. I like it.
And then we'll finish it off with. Where is it? Oh, there we are. Foot Lover 6900. There we are.
Yes. My real name, Footlover 1600. How
And
dare
there's
you?
Oh, hell yeah!
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that looks great!
So,
Man,
All right, Alan got her eyes
playing
back.
with beard.
everyone gets a glower. So,
His eyes are too cute.
here we are. I'm assuming you're working on one for Ori, Astrid?
Like, I have to, but then, like,
I don't think you would have gotten it done in
Look
time for the time skip. It's fine.
but look at the eyeballs!
Yeah, I love the eyeballs. They're so freaking big. Oh, Lord.
Literally
Big
how I imagine
eyeballs.
just these
Big
big,
innocent.
looking. Ugh.
Also, am I the only one during the 5-year time skip as we're chatting about our feelings? Am I the only one who ships Ellie and Dante? Or am I going insane?
I ship it a bit as well.
I ship it so much!
I believe
I have to
Ellie is
draw it.
super gay though, right?
Yeah, either that or like ace leaning.
Darn it. Well, it's okay. It can all happen in my head.
Platonic ship for sure though.
Best,
Oh, yeah.
best buddy ship.
Yes.
She's like a praying mantis. If she loves you, she'll eat you.
Yeah, that's the issue. I'd never eat Dante.
Aww.
So,
He's a vegetable.
No, he's a stick. My job is to fetch him.
oh my gosh, let me go to the thing. Oh my gosh, I was trying to remember. What's the year? Oh. Okay. The year is 1100 AB.
Oh shit.
Oh no, it's not. 1004. 1104. It's not 1 year, it's 5 years. 1104 AB. The world of Iruvian has changed in many ways, but in many more, not at all. Many of the same threats still prowl the ocean. Many of the same problems still face the governments of the day. But one thing that has changed is its people. The people of Markovia have united under a banner of equality and of the greater good, rallying for more governmental representation and more of a diplomatic system like in Avalonia. The Awa Republic is once again at war, having had war declared on it by the new upstart nation of Falgard. It has had its nation split in two, its forces divided, and is now seeking aid. The nation of Pentika, protected by both geography and by political isolationism a little bit, although it has started to open up under the new rulership of Queen Emma. And we are going to begin deep in the Gokbar Desert within the Awa Republic, with the invasion of Falgard, a plague has swept through the crops of a small town deep in the reaches of the nation. Many people are beginning to starve, and hope seems lost. But in the dead of night, under the cover of moonlight, a small child spots a figure making their way to the top of a hill. The child says, "Mommy, who's that?" And the mother looks over as a green light begins to fill the sky and a translucent visage of a giant redwood towers over the town. The figure reaches down to touch the earth, and suddenly grass and flowers begin to bloom all across the countryside, transforming the lifeless sand dunes with hills of greenery. The two look back to the hill, and as the visage of this giant redwood fades, I imagine it looks like the Erd tree.
Exactly. I was having the exact same mental image.
And as the two look up at the hill, the figure is gone. Dante, what are you up to after you save this village from starving?
Yes, Dante is up to a lot in his spare time. That whenever he's not doing his day job, he keeps his ears and eyes out for famines and issues like crop blight and generally anything he can help with. And look like politics and ideologies aside, Dante does his best to travel around and discreetly assist where he can. As a little bit of like a Farmer Batman.
Yeah. So, Farmer Batman, as you summon the giant Erd tree redwood, you basically very quickly summon a portal, and kind of you cross your arms and kind of like trustful back into this portal, emerging many, many miles south in Pentica. You kind of brush off your clothes, which you're still wearing, the much too oversized clothes that you were kind of gifted in. You've swapped out a vest for your suspenders, though. You begin to walk through the fields.
Superman?
Yeah.
He has a double life?
He has a double life, yeah.
What does Dante do when he's not being in my visor?
That's what he's doing.
Puts on glasses when he's...
Exactly! He's fucking tree Batman! Or whatever.
Dante, you emerge back very many miles south to your family's new farm here in Pentica. You can see that your younger brother or your younger siblings have grown up quite a bit. Several of them are attending a local high school here in Pentica. It's not Pedro. The other one.
Pablo.
Little Pablo is growing really tall. He's about 4 foot tall, which for a halfling, really, really huge.
Yes.
Yeah, he's had a huge growth spurt, and he's starting to get very connected to nature magics. And you and your mum have kind of been taking him out, during the daytime into the forests and stuff to kind of commune with nature and connect with all of the animal life and plant life and whatnot. You make your way, after you kind of walk around the farm, making sure all the crops are good. You have the most, what's the word? You have the most plentiful farm in the world, in the known world. And you have a grove of redwoods that are beginning to grow at the very edge of the property. You're kind of like growing it next to the forest so they don't stand out too much yet. And you kind of wander up to the castle, kind of like trying to brush off as much of the dirt as you can from your outfit as you can, although, it doesn't go super well. You make your way in and you can see the guards kind of like look over and nod at you. They're very used to your presence at this point. before you get down to paperwork, which you like to do of an evening while there's no one around to bother you. Far, far to the west, in the split sea, riding across the waves, are a crew of misfits, drawn from all walks of life. Fellow soldiers, sailors, and allies from our Herald's journey are here. At the helm, after a miraculous survival, after a storm created at the hands of Erdi, Leaf, the once cowardly sailor, has learned much from his journey from Lucy, and is now the fearless captain of this vessel. At his side, at the helm of the ship, are Lucy and Eve, discussing where next to strike. Eve says to you, so where do you think Xandros's next ship might be? I'm not sure, where else we can go for now. I think we might have to dock and, wait for any signs, but we seem to be having a pretty significant impact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look over to my side. Is Ellie going to be there? On the ship?
She is on the ship, but she is far down below deck. And as you kind of look over, kind of like looking out to see where Ellie might be, down below deck, you see a monk dressed in the same grey and purple robes, with the cape that she literally ripped from Erdi's hide. She seems to be meditating, crisscross applesauced on the ground, across from a translucent hyena demon who is also in the same position. Ellie, you are connecting with the minds of the demons that you have liberated throughout the last 5 years, giving you eyes and ears within the many demon cults that have emerged in the last few years. You see many potential targets, but you hear something loud from a source far off. You hear a hyena's laugh from the southeast in Tika. You see a dark forest through this hyena's eye, this demon's eyes, shining silver-leafed trees. The laugh is then suddenly silenced and the connection severed. Your eyes flutter open. Ellie, you might have an actual challenge.
Ooh, very fun.
But as you come out of your trance, Rascos kind of like pulls like a book from seemingly nowhere. He like just reaches around and pulls out a book. He puts his glasses on and he just looks at you and just kind of shrugs like, I don't know, man. And goes back to reading his book and kind of like fades out. Would you like to go above deck?
Sure.
Oh. You wander above deck. Lucy, you see, basically as you're like, oh, where's Ellie? You see her wander above deck. Look over.
Yeah. And I guess as I look over to her, does she look any different than what she might have looked like 5 years ago?
I think you might look a little older, but Ellie, how are you looking 5 years on?
I did send the reference images, but basically, her and Rascos, the lines.
Oh yes, sorry,
more...
I did. Sorry,
blurry.
it skipped my mind. Yes.
It's all good. She's actually significantly bigger, so she is comparable size to her stand now. Very, very muscly. She's got these like blotches of just, you know, when an element is super hot, like she's got like spots of that along her arms, and she's got these like spectral horns that curl from the top of her head. But yeah, she's significantly bigger, and the cape and the cloak are still like the same size, whereas before it probably, like, the hide of Erdi was probably like dragging on the ground a bit. Now it's like just below her knee.
Nice.
But yeah.
And as Lucy looks over to see her, Lucy now wearing some free ornate robes with some gold jewelry. He's also got a beard going on and some grain. And he looks over at Toron and says, "So, Eve here says we might be catching a cold trail of Xandros, but yeah, I just wanted to see if you had found anything."
I did, yeah. Over in the forest where you found me. I think there's something similar. Similar to me, I mean.
Oh.
Being
Is it
held
a-
captive.
Ah. So is that our next stop then?
If we don't have anything else to do.
I look towards Eve, who's probably wearing like a big hat, big pirate hat.
Mm-hmm. She's
Which she
full of
insists has
Optica.
to stay on. Yeah. She's like, "No, I have to wear this hat." Yeah, and then I guess we'll all kind of nod in agreement. And then yeah, we'll be on Leaf Ship with a flag which has a skull of like a hyena biting a crown. And then probably on the side of the ship, right next to the big figurehead of probably like a mermaid or something, it says the Royal Feast.
Amazing. As you direct Leaf to return to Pentika, he says, "Oh yeah, here we go." And he like spins the wheel, and the ship makes a hard bank, and you guys begin your trip back to Pentika.
I also just had this really funny image of me holding Eve out like the Titanic, and
Yes.
then holding both of us is Ornala.
It's like as Leaf turns the ship, both of you fall overboard, and Orinala just grabs you and holds you back both on the ship. So, we cut back across to Pentika, where we see a half-elf woman with dark hair intently talking to several advisors. She's wearing a dark black dress with mesh portions on the top, with rose quartz embellishments. She mentions something offhand about a imminent trip when a grey purplish-skinned tiefling in a newly designed set of pink and black armor walks into the room. Mounted above the fireplace of this room is a rapier that seems impossibly black and a greatsword that sparkles with starlight. As the tiefling woman enters, all of the advisors bar one exit, leaving only a giant 10-foot demon in a black and crimson suit. Rowan, you walk into the room and you see many of the advisors that Emmett was talking to leave, and your dad, Sycamore, stays behind, and he says, "Well, sure is nice to see you. Rowan, how are things looking in the barracks?"
Hi, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Barracks are looking good. There was a little bit of a kerfuffle, but they beat it out of themselves.
He nods very approvingly.
I walk up to Emeth and I give her a quick peck on the cheek. So what did I interrupt just now?
It was just one of our regular meetings. One of our treasurers was complaining that we were farming a bit too good, and I said, "Get over it." That was about it. Any notes, Queen Emeth?
No, just perfect. Oh shit, that reminds me. I have a meeting to go to with Amish, funnily enough.
Oh, what's he got?
Oh, just Dragon Grass imports, of course.
Oh, of course.
I'm kidding, it's nothing, it's... I don't really remember, something to do with... You know what? Maybe it was Dragon Grass, and I think he used some kind of weird code name. The Goods. I'm going to assume it's Dragon Grass. If it sweet, but I might also have to tell him Amish. I don't think legally you can just, disclose that, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'll catch you later, darling. No,
I'll catch you later. Aw. Also, I lean into M and I'm like, the boat is almost ready. So whenever you want to go, we can go.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll see you later. And I'll pop off.
Alright. Emmeth leaves the room. Rowan, with pride, you look at her ass as she leaves. No wisdom check required.
Now that's character growth.
It is my royal duty to look at Queen Emmeth's behind. And I fulfill that duty proudly.
Hell yeah.
So, how are you doing? It's been 5 years since Emmeth's been crowned. You seem to be holding up well. You sure you don't want to step down as head of the Queen's Guard? I think you've earned more than the right to, break.
Says the royal advisor,
Well,
Maybe it's time for you to retire, Dad.
Honey, I've lived for over 1,000 years. When I'm ready to retire, I'll let you know.
I wouldn't know what to do. What to do?
Yeah,
This is
neither
fun.
would I. I don't even know why I suggested. It's like do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing.
Yeah. I have no hope of finding them or anything. But we're gonna head out east soon, and well, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to tell you I'm excited.
That's good. You have always been the adventurous sort. Never keen to be locked down in one place for too long.
Yeah. Thank you for always holding down the fort.
Of course. If I have any issues, I will let you know, and I expect y'all to hustle back here as quick as you can. But
All right.
But
if you want, we can get another dragon to take this job.
he looks at you with like, you've never seen him look as disappointed as he does when you say that to him.
Joking! I'm joking!
And entering the room, you see Amesh, who looks a bit confused.
Oh! Oh no. Is he coming from the opposite direction that M left into?
No, he's coming from the same direction.
Oh!
And he says,
Amish?
yo, what is up, my dude? And he holds his, fist out for a fist bump.
Fist bumping him.
You can see that he's wearing, his outfit has changed slightly. He's still wearing board shorts, but as opposed to his, his classic red, they're more of like a greenish tone now. And you can see that he's wearing this kind of, cardigan. He's not wearing a shirt, but he's wearing like a cardigan over it, which is kind of like this mottled, green and brown kind of color. And he's got he's carrying around, obviously his surfboard is on his back, but he's got like a paddle. Which appears to be made of, some sort of carved bone or wood. And he says, yo, dude, I was supposed to have this, meeting with Emma, but the guard said she, left. She went down into, the cave thing, and I was like, dude, I don't mess with caves anymore. I'm not that kind of dude. Could you, go down there and, see where she went? We were supposed to have this meeting, dude.
Oh, she actually said she was gonna meet you. I stop myself from talking and I walk into the direction that M walked into.
Cool. You walk in her direction, and you can see one of the guards comes over and says, the queen went into the caves, below,
Into Hull?
Yeah, into Hull's old dwelling.
Okay.
We
Did
did
she
not-
look alright?
She just ordered us to open the path, but yeah, she seemed fine. No more sarcastic
Alright.
than usual.
Yeah, all right. I just hurried down that path. I'm like, what is she doing?
You make your way down the many stone steps, down to the bottom of the ravine, where you know that there's like a small little area where you basically, you know, last time you were here with Hull, where you have to take off all your armor before you swim, and you can see that there is like a puddle of water and like some splattered water, almost like someone's just jumped in to the pool.
Oh dear. All right, I get ready to jump in, and before I do, I like shout into the water, Emma, you have a meeting with Amers. And I jump in.
All right. You jump in. The water illuminated by the many rose quartz crystals. You kind of begin to swim down, and you don't see any sign of Emeth. But you do see this strange, kind of like dark, like what's the word? Like black oak kind of box at the bottom.
What? Okay.
But you don't have you don't see any sign of Emeth down here.
Is this a prank? This feels like a prank. I look down. Is it Emeth's little is it Gorble?
No, it's not. You know, Gorbel at this point, he is the security to the treasury. He has grown to an enormous size. He is probably the size of like a bank vault, like a literal bank vault. And has grown sentience and like literally like requires permission to enter. Like, yeah.
He is the treasury.
Yes, he is the treasury. He has people that work for him.
All right, I swim down and I open the dark oak chest. Did I hear that right?
You try to open it, but it's locked.
Okay, I am gonna use my divine sense to like see what's around me.
You don't sense anything other than like latent divine energy from Hull that still kind of lingers.
Yeah. That is what the heck?
At this
I
point,
lift the chest?
yeah, you can lift
Sorry.
it. It's pretty light.
I'm gonna bring it to the surface. Is there a surface in this cave? Hull's cave
Yeah,
is
you can
completely
go.
submerged.
You can go back up the tunnel, back to like where you came from.
I'll do that.
All right. You
Since I
swim.
couldn't find M in the water.
You swim up the tunnel, back to the top. You crawl out of the water onto land.
Oh, hi.
Out of the shadows, you see Emma kind of like step out. She has always been very sneaky.
Emma, have you not even been in the water?
Yeah, but look at you, you're soaked.
I am aware of that, Your Majesty! What the hell? Why are you hiding in here? Do you not want to meet Amish?
What? Hiding? Don't know what you're talking about. Oh! Oh, you found it! Oh, God, I was looking for this for ages. The
Where?
box. This.
The chest?
Yeah.
All right.
It's less of
Well,
a chest. It's more of just like a box, but
I hand it over to you. I'm deeply confused.
it's
Well,
also like
there
it's
you go.
not a massive chest. It's not like a chest or
No,
anything.
it's literally like
Okay.
like if you closed your fist, like it's like that sized box.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a small
that's
box.
a tiny box.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, I give it back to you.
Looking for this for ages.
What is
Were you
it?
trying to find me?
Of course I was trying to find you. Amish actually came looking for you. And then everyone was like, Queen Emeth went this way. And then it was super weird. You usually don't, hide from me.
No. But I think this is one thing that I definitely needed to hide. And I guess I'll pull out like a little key. To open the box because it's it was locked, I guess.
Oh shit. Alright. Is it drugs? Emeth, are you doing drugs?
Oh, like we can do that later. Like
Alright. For a
I
second,
did ask
worried
on
you
it
did
to
it
make sure
alone.
I did make sure that there's a stash on the ship.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. Don't know how to go without it. There was no meeting, by the way.
Wait, what?
And I get down on one knee.
Oh no.
Um, Rowan? Well, I mean, you've probably figured out what this is by now, maybe. And I'll turn it around so you can see the rose quartz ring.
If this is a prank, I'll actually break you.
You couldn't break me if you tried.
That's true.
Physically, yes. You could snap all of my bones. But no. I, originally met you and said there was no way I could absolutely trust you. No way. But 5 years into running a kingdom, I couldn't have done any of this without you. And I don't know, I'm a better person today than I was 5 years ago, even 1 year ago, even a month ago, last week, or yesterday, All from you, you've given me the confidence to do this. I don't know if there's many other people who would make me feel this good about myself after, such a long while. And I figured if you're happy to be stuck with me, and I'm very much happy to be stuck with you, then we can keep doing this, whatever this is, for the rest of our silly little lives. So would you, Sir Rowan Schmidt, head of the Queen's Guard?
I kiss you. Yes.
I'll spin her around.
Aww. I open my bag, in the side of my little pocket. I pull out a tiny box and I open it.
No, you fucking didn't. Are you serious?
Well, I wanted to ask you on the ship, you know, but you kind of got the jump on me.
Oh my god! Holy fuck! Oh,
Damn it, Emma. You're always faster.
that's what I'm best at.
Yeah, that's true.
It's my
I
whole
kiss you
thing.
again and I spin you around.
I don't know. We've got a
Oh, wait.
boat to catch, I guess.
Yeah, wait, so... Oh my... Wait, I haven't thought about it like this, but are we honeymooning by exploring dangerous new continents and fighting really scary monsters and putting ourselves in mortal peril? Because that is probably the most beautiful honeymoon that I could imagine.
Sounds perfect. It's like a pre-honeymoon. It's like honeymoon number 1. Because, like, you know, the first part hasn't... The marriage part hasn't happened yet, technically, and...
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm not very
Let's just call
familiar.
it a
with
honeymoon.
marriage.
No, let's just call it a honeymoon. Do I look like I'm someone familiar with it? No. Jesus Christ, it doesn't... I was contemplating this whole time if you were going to say yes. God.
Oh my god. Obviously, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I
Sorry. Yeah. I think I've been holding my breath for the past 3 minutes.
Oh my god, honey.
And you were the one underwater, so yeah, that's hilarious.
You said before that no one makes you that God, sorry, I have no words. You said before that this makes you feel good about yourself, and I think you took the words right out of my mouth with that. Because I don't know.
I make you feel good about yourself.
You make me feel special.
Because you are special, you idiot.
Stop it! I kiss you again.
Telling me this for years.
All right, let's go catch our boat. It's time.
Yeah.
We can do more speeches with some sea under us.
Oh, yes. Yes. Speeches aren't the only thing that we'll be doing, hopefully. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
It's okay, I'll hold you to that. It's safe for my little tiefling brain.
I hope you do. On first order of business, drop past Dante. Let him know.
Yeah, you drop into his office.
We have to let everybody know, and he can use that. I think he's still got it around. Hopefully he's still using it. That bloody, what is it? The book.
Oh my gosh.
Of his.
Kiri.
Let everybody know.
$69 tip from Kiri.
Kiri.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh. I'm gonna lose it. I know. Oh my god.
So, the two of you rush up to Dante's office. Dante, you see MS and Rowan charge in holding hands.
Dante?
Is something the matter, you two?
So, before we love you and leave you, you know, the trip and such.
Yeah.
Pretty big. Oh, I mean, totally not big old news to spring upon you, so you can let everybody know, because I mean that's just what you do. And I'll like hold my hand out and like grab Roland's wrist as well as my other hand and just like flex the rings.
And I think Dante like springs to his feet. Congrats. That's just that's great. Yeah, I mean, isn't it a bit messy right before a big trip and everything?
Of course it is, but when has anything that we have ever done not been messy, unplanned, and improvised completely on the spot?
That's a good point, actually, yeah.
We've been doing it for years. If it never worked out, then we probably wouldn't be here or alive. But we are, so therefore, it works out.
Yeah.
What a
It's
cheery
it's a pre-honeymoon.
Well, as much as it is business, I hope you two enjoyed a lot.
Yes, no. You know, aside from the occasion, I guess, we've got some exploring to do. See what's off the map, I guess. But yes, let everybody know. You've still got the book.
Yes.
Yeah, no, drill the message in. Let everybody know, of course.
Dante, I'm going to say
Because-
at this point, you're such a powerful warlock, you have everybody's name in the book.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, I did actually
Everybody, like,
another
ever.
name, last level, so I could have the entire party in the book.
Nice.
Woo!
Now you have everyone and Armesh.
Yes, and I will write that in all capital letters. Emmett and Rowan are getting married. Share the news. Spread it around.
And as you send that message, we cut over to the docks where Emmett and Rowan, you guys are kind of like running up the road. Rowan, you kind of get memories of, you know, last being here with Emmett's mum. And as you kind of run up the road with new memories and a new life ahead of you, you see a ship with a black, a skull and crossbones being eaten. And you guys make your way down towards your ship as Lucy, Orinella, and Eve step off of theirs and meet you just before you go.
It's
Aw.
about fucking time! And then I run up to them and give them a hug. Lift both of them off the ground at the same
Holy
time.
shit!
Jesus Christ! Fuck! Oh my god!
What have they been feeding you, Ori? Ellie?
Our enemies. And there's a lot of them too. I've been eating good.
That's our girl. They're like the weird, mangy cousin you've never had. Never had. Yep.
I put them down and I salute. Glad to oblige, Your Highness.
Aw.
Just seriously, call me Em. My God. I've been
No.
telling you for years. Okay. Yep.
I've been calling you Miss Emmett for years, and that's not gonna change just because you're fucking getting married to your butch girlfriend. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so
Like
frank.
want to be.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
Sorry, you strike me
Right.
as more butch than femme. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Wait, to roll.
To Rowan, yeah.
Very fair.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I hope
both of you
Raskas
can
has
wear a
been good.
dress. Yes, he's actually mellowed out, but we're getting closer every day, every single day, and it's a lot of fun. Now I'm big.
Indeed, you are.
Oh.
have to arm
working
wrestle something.
out.
And I'm warm. You probably would have noticed from the hug that she's like very warm.
Oh, you're like a space heater.
You are
Yeah.
toasty.
I run hot. I fucking hate myself. I'm sorry.
Ah. Don't.
I didn't need the Twilight reference though.
Oh my god. Are you kidding? That's just the fucking cherry on top. Yes.
Yeah, she's basically Jacob now, except for the pedophile bit.
Oh my god. You nickname my dog. No, sorry.
No. Don't call her Jacob, please.
Oh my god. We need to. Man, screw cuddling by the fire. We can just all cuddle and you can warm us all up.
I could just flex in the room.
Oh, that'll be great.
The room is warm.
Dinner at the show.
Flex the heating bill away.
Yeah,
At the show.
dinner and a gun show, and I flex and I pose.
All of you feel like a really hot gust of wind. Like,
Holy shit.
Hey,
That's awesome.
have you ever thought about dry cleaning?
That's what they use me on the ship for. Whenever people come back onto the ship from fishing, I just flex near them and then all their clothes are dry.
That is dope. I noticed too. I was swimming just now, and damn, even my undershirt is dry.
Mm.
Oh, I'll have to check later.
Okay, I'm done.
Sorry. Yeah, I just
I walk back and I push Lucy and Eve towards them.
Hey, congratulations. Dante gave us the message. Where is he?
He's
I think he's still in the tower.
is very happily doing a lot of paperwork at the moment.
we want to say Dante's running with his little legs because he's just heard word that they've arrived.
Oh,
I'm probably in the middle of saying, I tell him to chill, and Dante, you're 3 weeks ahead on paperwork. Please rest. Oh my god. No, he stays in the tower and is very happy to just keep going. And, well, when he does rest, it's then more work. He just goes to the farm and keeps going. I don't know what he's made of, other than bark or whatever.
bark and
Yeah.
good intentions. I think that is what he's made of.
Precisely. Mm.
Oh, there! Speak of the devil.
Jeez. Did you run the whole way here, Dante?
Yeah.
You've been doing marathons? Or...
I
God.
mean,
He's fast.
I try to keep fit.
No, it's
Even
so
with
fit,
adventuring
Bob.
behind me.
Nice.
I see everyone's meeting up down here.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing down here?
We were just leaving, actually. I
And how
mean,
did we end up in the same spot?
I don't know.
Dante.
I am here because I heard news that you two groups were meeting up. I didn't want to miss out on it.
Oh no, I mean you're the reason we all
Oh.
managed to meet up in one spot.
Did you
What?
trick us, Dante, into all coming here at the same time?
Oh,
Same parking spot, the ship.
Wait, did you plant that demon thing?
demon what now?
Well, we came here after we were doing our crusade for justice because I sensed a demon around here.
That's not me.
Okay. Insight check.
Go for it.
No fucking way.
You got a secret identity. Do it now.
21.
21.
Oh shit.
You've had suspicions for a long time. But today is not the day that they are confirmed. He is not a demon.
I squint at him with the piercing blue eyes, and then I shrugged to myself and walk up to him and pick him up underneath the arms and give him a kiss on the forehead. And then put him back down.
Babies.
Thanks, I guess.
Dante
Good
blushes
night.
a deep oak.
I didn't mean to doubt you.
I mean, no harm done. We all know that demons and magic and dealings with those get complicated.
That's an understatement, but yeah.
Well, are you guys here for the same thing, or are you guys doing something else here?
I mean, we had a business trip,
Mhm.
but it's
There's
now
a lot of business going around here in the forest.
it's now like a honeymoon, I think.
Yeah, just, the usual fun activities. Murdering, pillaging. No, just kidding. We're just cartographing.
Yeah, Orinalla's eyes light up with the murdering.
We're heading off map, actually. Hopefully, east.
Oh yeah, what's over there?
Exactly.
We'll
I guess
find
we don't
out,
know.
right?
I don't know. But you must be exhausted, though. You guys have been gone.
Since you've been gone.
How can I pray for the first time? Kelly Clawson, werewolf singer, canon.
Ah,
So,
I'm the aunt. She's my aunt.
as Emeth and Rowan board on their ship, headed east, the rest of you step onto land where, Dante, you feel a disturbance in nature, far to the east, far from here. But you feel a disturbance nonetheless. Orinala, you hear a roar or some sort of psychic scream. Some sort of animalistic psychic scream from far off. And as Emeth and Rowan board their ship for New Horizons, Dante, Lucy, Orinala, and Eve set off to solve whatever issue still plagues Antica. And that, my heralds, is where we're going to end this campaign.
The end.
The end. Ah! I'm not gonna cry, I promise. Ah.
I'm already crying.
Oh.
I'm not easy to.
Do not say you're not easy to
Yeah.
cry, because that's a total lie.
No, I'm not easy to tip over the edge. Oh, I mean, I'm easy to tip over the edge.
Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I think that wrapped up perfectly. Oh, Astrid.
Oh.
I was trying to be quiet. It didn't come through.
Yeah, your mic is very sensitive.
Just a minute.
Yeah, it's because my sound wasn't coming through. Shit.
It's just a bit, we promise.
Exposed.
It's okay. We can
Crybaby
only hear your
exposed.
heart breaking.
Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. You have been the best part of my Saturdays for the past 2 years. And maybe we'll get another campaign. We will definitely do some one-shots. We definitely need to resolve that last bit with Dante, Lucy, and Orionella charging off to figure out what this disturbance is. And maybe we'll do
Just
a
yelling into the forest.
Yeah. And maybe we'll do a one-shot with Emmett and Rowan and see what they find on their journeys. Or maybe we'll write a book. Who knows? But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who's watched for the past 2 years. At whatever point you came in, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Kiri. Thank you for being here. You have done such a wonderful job supporting the channel, and a lot of these assets legit would not be without you. So thank you so much, Kiri. Thank you to everyone else who has subbed. Thank you to my loyal Heralds who sub every month. Thank you to our wonderful artists. Thank you, Reza. Thank you, Astrid, for providing all of the wonderful artwork that you've seen before us and all of the artwork that came before it. We've come a long way since session 1. Thank you to Nui for joining us as Aoife for the first, 10 episodes of the campaign or so. Thank you for Pastel, who was here up until episode 40 something. Thank you to Pastel, or 50 something even. Thank you, Pastel. I hope you watch this back and know how grateful we were to have you with us. Thank you to our guest stars.
Definitely visit Pastel or Matib.
Yeah. Thank you so much to Berna and for Jupiter K for guest starring at various parts in the campaign. Thank you so much. Is there anyone I'm missing? I don't think so. And thank you, Berna, for doing a lot of the NPC art for much earlier on in the campaign. I really appreciate the work you did. Thank you so much. Apart from that, we're gonna hashtag plug ourselves one last time. Windy, kick it off.
Yeah, I'm Windy. I have enjoyed playing Dante immensely. My favorite D&D character of all time, and in my favorite D&D story of all time. On my own channel, I don't do this, but I do play a lot of video games. And I just play generally whatever I feel like. A lot of RPGs, a lot of story-based games. Whatever I feel like.
Amazing. Astrid?
I'm fine. I stream here on Twitch. Is this like, I don't know, final words or just, I don't know. I make art. I speedrun these really impromptu portraits for time skip, and I'm currently doing Orionella's. I'll post these also. You guys can see it over on my Twitter and stuff like that. I play a little open world RPGs. I'm also bad at holding it together. This is like a little a circle where it's like, hi guys, I'm Astrid. Hi Astrid.
Hi, Astrid.
I'm a cripple. I have a crippling addiction to video games. I'm like fucking sobbing. Holy shit. You guys changed my life. I love you all very much. And I'm so glad I got to meet almost all of you. It will be all of you. Jesus, I look like a fucking soggy tissue. Like that's what I look like equivalent to. Thank you, Melon. I'm so proud of you. Cause I guess I'm getting all soppy, but I'm here, so I might as well ride it out. Fuck it. Watching you DM and going up and down and your confidence and always wanting it to go up and finding this group and just such a good story, such a good world. Emma will never die though. I've held on to this bitch long enough and she'll just keep being a hot fucking bad bitch. I'm drawing some out of her. It's gonna be great.
Amazing.
It's gonna be great. I'll stop there before I lose it again. Thank you.
Reza.
Oh my gosh, what do I say after that?
I'm sorry.
I love you, it's okay. I've been Rowan Schmidt, tiefling paladin who got to meet her dad, which is nice. Who got married at the very end, which is like, holy shit, dude. And thanks for having me on for this campaign. I've never, it's been so easy to integrate into this group, and that's because of you guys. And it's been real cool, man. It's been real cool. Thanks.
Usabeni Yume.
Hi, it is I, Usabeni Yume, the one who played Lucifer Theodore Burns, now Rogue Pirate. Yeah, you guys really did pick me up right when I started trying out this VTubing thing. And yeah, you guys definitely had a very big impact on the trajectory that took. And I'm really glad that I got into it as much as I did. I got to write a book. I got to learn a lot from all the people here. And I got to meet everyone. And I will be meeting the last person I haven't met yet pretty soon, which I'm very excited for. So I'm really glad that I really dove in headfirst into this and got such a great experience out of it. And yeah, can't wait for what the future holds.
Last but not least, Hilda.
Hello. I'm the little baby of the group. Not really, because I'm old, but in the sense of that I was the last one to join. This is the first character I've played whose parents are still alive. That's so cool.
Yeah, I wanted to subvert, that
God.
kind of, dead parent trope.
I love having dead parents.
Just kill the children instead.
Yeah, exactly. I'm twisted like that.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I also stream here on Twitch sometimes. This has been a lot of fun. It's a very, very fun group to observe and all that jazz. Watching everybody have fun is it's really contagious. So I'm glad to have had the opportunity.
And hello everyone. I'm your humble dungeon wizard, Melon the Magister. It feels weird. It doesn't feel like the campaign's finished, but it is. I have put, I want to say, thousands of hours into this campaign, both on stream and off. The map has gone through hundreds of revisions. The lore has, evolved and changed. It's changing again. This is whatever campaign comes next or whatever games come next will be in a different different Ivorian. Same, like the characters are still alive, none of that stuff. But different lore. I've kind of hinted at some of that in the last few games. But this is not the end. We have a lot more cool stuff planned. You might not hear anything about it for a little while. It needs play testing. That's the only hint I'm going to give you before we go to the thing that I have planned next. But thank you so much, everyone, for making this experience amazing. Being able to not only, have this game, but, go off to Europe to meet all of you. Hilda, we will see you. Yume's getting to you before the rest of us, but we will see you at some point.
Don't be cowards. Go to Canada.
Go to Canada?
No, it's still no, it's even though it's March, it's still -16 right now.
That's too cold.
I'd like them to.
We do want to come to Canada.
We
It's
do
way
want to
too
go to
cold.
Canada. We'll go during the summer because that'll be like Australian winter. But being able to meet you all has been just a highlight of my life. Being able to do this it's more than an accomplishment. It's something that will stay with me for forever. So I'm grateful that almost sad face. All of the episodes are up on YouTube. So it'll be here for the rest of us to all look at, as the years pass. Go look at this wonderful thing that we've made together. So I don't think I have any sadness to say. I think now we get to announce the name change for the company, I guess. We will be going through a name change. VTuber Tabletop is dead. Long live VTuber Tabletop. So we will be switching to a new name. There'll probably be a new YouTube channel. The VTuber Tabletop channel will stay untouched. Stay as it is as we shift over to this new one. Although, no, we should probably keep Heralds on that. Yeah, I'll just redo the main channel.
Can't you just change the?
Yeah, I can change the name
channel?
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have an exciting new name change. A lot of new projects. So, if you guys are up for it, I'm going to run through the credits and this new announcement trailer thingy. And then, do you guys have any burning lore questions you want answered? Because we can come back here after that's all run and do a bit more of a casual thing. Or do we need to go just chillax?
Lore questions. Who will win in a arm wrestling contest? Rowan or Ornala?
Orinala.
Oh.
My power is borrowed. Orinala's is earned.
Nice. Anyways, for the last time, we have been VTuber Tabletop, and we will see you on the other side. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.